Today, guys, we're talking about common things we find that are issues with houses or wrong with a home around the Pikes Peak area. Stay tuned to the end, you get a chance to hear all about it. Hey guys, I'm James Dean, team leader of the James D. Mountain Homes team. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Just really quick before we get into the meat of this video, I just wanted to make sure if you haven't done so already, hit that subscription button down below, hit that notification bell. That keeps you updated on all the new videos that we have coming out weekly. We've got several that come out each week on this channel, so please stay up to date with that. Also, if you've got any questions whatsoever that are real estate related or just in the community, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and give us a call. You can either call us at 719-266-2725. You can text us to that number as well, or you can email us at info@jdmret.net. Please, whatever you got to do to get those questions to us, please ask. We're here to help. We're here to provide value to you and helping you make informed decisions, whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate or just typical questions for the community out here. We are local experts in this area and we love this area. So please reach out to us, and we hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so today, guys, this is sort of an inspection topic, but it can also be a topic for anybody that just owns a home and things to watch out for, because these are items that we almost always find wrong in a home and we're not surprised when we see them. And if you're taking care of your home really well, these are things you want to definitely keep an eye on, because they typically have issues really fast, faster than other things do in other areas of the country. So the first one we're going to talk about is the roof. Now, roofs out here, that is not uncommon to see a roof not last longer than 10 years. Now, there are roofs that will last longer than 10 years, but if you've got any kind of a shingle roof, even a class 4, I can pretty much guarantee it's probably going to go bad in about 10 years. And I say that mainly because of the sun. The sun really breaks down the composites that build those shingle roofs, and they're not going to last 30, 40 years typically, unless you're one of the rare lucky ones, or you're in some sort of a shade from trees, something else that's actually keeping that from happening as quickly as most homes have out here. But it's normal to have a roof replaced every 10 years out here because of the way the sun breaks it down. So on top of that, with the sun, we also get strong winds, start lifting up those shingles a little bit, kind of degranulating it, and the hailstorms too. Now, if you're on the Front Range, definitely you're going to have lots of hailstorms down there, and that will absolutely cause it to have to be replaced fairly quickly. If you're up in the mountains, even the little tiny hailstorms with the amount of sun damage that we get on our roofs can still cause that to be a problem, and it can cause that roof to just start deteriorating a lot quicker than you originally anticipated. Now, the roofs that we normally don't see any kind of issues with are metal roofs, and then they've got styles of tile roofs that are out there that do really well, especially the man-made tile, in the sense where it's like a concrete type tile. I guess all tile is man-made, but the concrete style tile that you see a lot of in some very expensive homes down in the Front Range, those are very impact resistant and very resistant to the sun and all the different things of the weather. So those will typically last a very long time. Metal roofs will too. Metal roofs, the one downside on metal roofs, sometimes if you have a big enough hailstorm that causes dents in it, insurance company's not going to replace the roof because you had dents in it. It looks like a golf ball, because it still functions the way it's supposed to. However, it is worth that, and that's usually one of those, the first upgrade that we see from a shingle is into a metal style roof, to where it's something that's more affordable than the concrete molded tiles that are out there, and you're able to actually have a roof that's more durable, that lasts longer than 10 years. Now, we don't see roofs all over the place that look like golf balls. I mean, it's not something that's super common, but it can happen. I just want to make sure you know that. But roofs, those metal roofs will last for a very long time. Now, the several times I've seen metal roofs not look so good, it's when it just wasn't a quality metal roof. The paint started flaking on it, and then somebody tried to paint over it, and that never works for very long. I've not seen that work very well, and I might be wrong. Maybe there's a system out there and I just haven't noticed it because the roof didn't look bad out there. But you see a lot of folks sometimes try to paint these metal roofs, and then that flakes and it just looks awful in the end as well. So definitely something to just kind of watch out for and see when you're looking at metal roofs. And it's not uncommon too to see those screws start to kind of come up over time with the wind blowing and shaking the metal panels around, and then the sun too. It just kind of works those screws up. That's a common thing that we have on metal roofs. So just get a contractor out there, a few $100, goes out there, screws all those screws back down, tightens the roof back down as well. So that's one of our most common things that we see. So the next most common things we see a lot is an exterior paint job that needs to be done. Once again, because of the amount of sun that we get out here, especially if it's south facing, because in the wintertime that sun's still hitting it, whereas the north side's getting a break on there. In the summertime, it might get a little bit more sun on the north side, but typically the south side's got sun year-round on there. And those south sides are going to be the sides that really start showing faster than other sides. That's always the side we're looking at first. But you're going to need to paint and take care of the exterior of your home. Paint, stay, it depends on what kind of home you have, what kind of exterior you have. But you're going to need to do that every 4 to 5 years typically. If it's a log home, you're going to need to stain it, and that helps protect that wood. But you want to do that just to maintain the appearance as well as protecting the exterior itself. That paint will absolutely keep that exterior in a much longer lifespan than if you don't take care of it, and it'll start deteriorating because once that paint's gone, it's just bare wood. The sun's going to hit it more. It's going to start causing those sunspots, and it can cause it to rot and have issues a lot quicker, especially if it's wood out there as well. So that is certainly something that needs to be done too. Just because you have stucco doesn't mean you don't need to take care of things yourself. You still have to do maintenance on stucco to make sure, number one, it's being taken care of, any cracks sealed up, make sure that's done every couple of years. If you take care of stucco well, it doesn't take a whole lot of maintenance for that to be done, and then just putting a fresh coat of paint on it, every 5 or 6 years is good for that as well. Some other things that we see that are pretty common are the decks, the posts, not being done to today's standard. Now, a lot of these were done to the standard that was required by code 20, 30, 40 years ago, but sometimes it's not to today's standard. So if you have a post that does have ground or soil that's touching it, you just want to make sure it's pulled away so that the concrete's exposed on there, and then you didn't create an area where it's going to capture water down there too. If that's not a possibility, just keep an eye on it, because I can pretty much tell you over time it's definitely going to rot a lot faster down where it's contacting the soil than as if it was on top of a concrete footing. Other things that we see that's really common out here in the Pikes Peak area are thermal seals that are busted on windows, and that's when a window starts to look foggy. It doesn't mean the window's not functioning correctly. It doesn't mean that it's broken in the sense that it's letting air come in or that it won't open or close. It can even happen on stationary windows. It just means that the thermal seal between the panes has now busted, and now it's let some moisture in, and that difference in temperature from the inside to outside has created its own little atmosphere in there, and it creates some fog that happens well. We see that happen quite a bit, and it's something that it's not really easy to correct without just replacing the window on there too. So that's something that's super common as well. Some other things that we see that are really common are the grading coming into the side of the house. And I say grading because as a home, it's literally the slope of the soil that either goes away from or into the home. So it's either shedding water away or into the home. But we want it to shed water away. But it's really common to see homes where the grading is actually coming towards the house. A lot of that happens is naturally as settling happens, and the loose dirt that was around the house during the construction just kind of moves away, or maybe even a landscaper didn't landscape it correctly. But that's something that we definitely look out for and watch for, because if we start having water that's coming down, water can cause damage very easily by waddling out holes around the foundation, or possibly even leaking inside. Now, we don't see that happen a lot, but it is something that we watch out for, and we definitely want to make sure we point out to clients to make sure they understand how it could be fixed very easily. But it's very common to see in any home that we have out here, new or old, more prevalent in the old ones, but we do see it in new homes too, just based on what the landscaper did throughout the house as well. So there's our most common things that we do find out here. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I look forward to seeing you next time. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that video. And once again, before you sign off, make sure you hit that subscription button and notification bell down below. That will keep you updated on all the new videos that we have come out that are here to inform you and help keep you updated on what's happening here, both in the community and in real estate as well. And once again, too, if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to give us a call, 719-266-2725. You can text us at that number as well, or you can email us at info@jdmret.net, and we will get back to you as quickly as possible to answer all of those questions. We're here to serve you, and we look forward to helping you soon.